My name is Bruce Bench. I'm a CHM patient, brother of Neil Bench, who's the president of the Choroideremia Research Foundation. I was diagnosed with some disease. At one point, they thought it was retinitis pigmentosa, probably when I was about 15 years old. But I was not actually diagnosed with choroideremia until probably the early 90s. That was by Dr. Sam Jacobson, and it took place in a kind of a weird way. I met him, I was living in Chicago. He came in to see his father, who was quite sick. We met at the airport. I pulled the car up to the curb in the days when you could do that. And he came out to the car with his little thing and looked in my eyes and said, "You have choroideremia." We talked for a minute. He went right back in the airport. That's how I found out. I've been part of the fundraising committee at one point. I don't know how active that is at this point. I've participated in political trial. I've been a contributor to the $1 Million Bike Ride. And I've also, our youngest son ran in the New York City Marathon last year, so we raised funds for that. And he'll be doing that again this year, so we'll be doing the same thing. I would say fundraising, as we talk with the doctors here, is an integral part of choroideremia and any other disease research that takes place. Like anything, everything costs money. Nothing's cheap these days, and they are, I'm sure, very much driven by the fact that if they have funding for something, they can do it. If they don't, they can't. I wouldn't call myself a great fundraiser. I think there are more folks in the organization that have done many more creative things than I have. I tried to come up with some ideas for a few things. My contribution is basically at this point just contributing to things like the New York City Marathon, $1 Million Bike Ride, that sort of thing. Well, my background is I have three brothers. I'm the oldest of three, Neil's second. We both have choroideremia. Our youngest brother does not. I have three sons, and if I understand correctly, they cannot get choroideremia. Now, I don't know if they have daughters, whether they could be carriers or not, but we're so far down the line there that I think things will have changed dramatically by that time. Well, I started coming to conferences during the Denver conference, and I guess that was, let's see, I did Denver, I did Philadelphia, Dallas, now here in Rochester. I think this is the fourth one I've been to. Yeah, it's a great learning experience. I think if you've never been to one, you will learn a lot more about the disease, the progress of research. And the other thing is, I think the first time I went to a conference, I realized a lot of the things that affect me in the manner of the way they affect me and the way I respond to them are exactly the same as other people. You think you're out there by yourself, not even close. You will find a lot of people who've experienced exactly what you've experienced. So I think that's probably the biggest takeaway from the conference. There are a lot of commonalities among the ways that we handle it. I've had a number of people say, "You guys are remarkable in the way that you deal with this," and what you learn to do that. I mean, I think in a lot of ways you'll find that choroideremia patients are very positive. When I first went to a conference, I thought, well, man, just see a bunch of guys moping in the corner. Went to the bar was jumping, everybody was having a great time, really getting along well, and I think that's the way all these conferences are. There's certainly a camaraderie. We're all in this together, and I think that there's just an awful lot of benefits to being in it. If you have the opportunity, I would certainly take the 3-4 days that it takes to do so. You'll really benefit by it. I just want to thank everybody that puts their time and effort into the committees, the board, everything, this conference. It's a great experience. Like I said, you meet a lot of great people being part of this organization, and I want to thank them for providing that opportunity. I've really enjoyed it. I'm very optimistic about the future. Now, for someone my age, I'll be 69 next month. We'll see where things go, but I think for younger folks, absolutely, there will be things that will come along that will benefit them dramatically. I'm absolutely certain of that. Things have progressed dramatically since I started coming to these conferences, and it's in the future. If you've got young kids that have choroideremia, rest assured they will be taken care of. their vision will be preserved. I'm 100% sure of that.